So, hello, day 6, the good and the bad. So let's recap. I broke my code, the front end UI. I got a little greedy. I want to reference a full project on a full application, and I got greedy. And I had it generate a report on that application and a UI guideline, and then I had Claude Code to follow the guideline to revise or redo all the UI elements. And as you can see, everything is broken. I am just surprised. To be honest, I'm really surprised. Look at that. I mean, does that count as Apple's liquid glass effect? I mean, does look like one. Yeah, it does look like Apple's liquid glass fancy new UI. So maybe Claude is doing something. I don't know. But yeah, the animation is, I think it's pretty great. Snappy, things like that. But it's broken. Yeah, no doubt about that. And on the other hand, oh god, it's broken. So no doubt about that. And I broke another thing. So let me show you what I mean. So I did tidy up all that. That's not broken, but so I'm using InvenTree as a backend. I've migrated the original data to InvenTree, the new database, and the new InvenTree has its own schema, and the old database has its own schema. I was like, oh, I just fit the old data into the new schema. Well, for the record, I'm not really familiar with databases, so that's kind of a wrongdoing, I guess. And yeah, it's a wrongdoing. So I ran into a lot of problems, and so you should. My goal was to preserve all the old data with all the schema, everything, because that's what we need to analyze, and that's the meaningful data over there. And InvenTree doesn't have the schema, so we have to build or at least add the schema the fields into InvenTree's schema, and in order to have the new system with the old system, simultaneously working together, so the owner or the company they won't be too worried about losing their existing working system while using the new one. Which means if we just jump to the new system and the new system breaks, there will be nothing to fall back. So we have to have it simultaneously working together. And when we use the new system, it has to update the old system's data. So two servers working together, and then if in the beginning we're using just the old server, it will have to import new data into the new system. So one depends on one, another can back compatible to the old one, so something like that. And you have to build custom plugins with it. Fortunately, Claude Code did that in an hour or maybe 30 minutes, and now it's just now what's left is for testing. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, but I'm recapping what I've done wrong, and what I will be doing next time. So I had this prompt over here, and Claude thought of most of the things. So I told Claude that we have a bigger problem than just fixing the existing mapping. That's there. Okay, so I told it, we have bigger problem than fixing the mapping problem because everything's broken. And I had it fixing like a day, going through it again and again, iterating through all the process, fixing things, cleaning up the old script. And it just doesn't work. So I went back to the drawing board, just like I said. I slowed the progress down. I went back, checking everything, what went wrong, what was right, and I gave it this prompt. It's not big, but now I still believe, not like Apple, who came up with the liquid UI. I do believe that the large language model has some capability of thinking, of course, right? So you don't have it to think like too much, but turning this prompt into a full plan, I think that's mostly capable of doing. And it's Claude, so it exceeds in code. So it did give me a well-planned, initial plan, and Claude can also do research online. So I had it do research online to complete the plan with a much modern or a much holistic and robust plan with a bunch of stuff. So it gave me, it taught me how to do a lot of things. So that's a prompt I did, and that's the fields that I was mentioning, and it did work, and it's now working to get my existing data in bulk, parallel computing, to the new server, and we'll be seeing the result in no time, but for now, the biggest problem is fixing the front end UI, which is now, obviously broken. So I think I will have to go back to the drawing board to had it do the UI again. Now the problem is I've done that today at the afternoon, and Claude gave me an interesting answer. It said that my existing code, UI code, is comprehensive, well done, snappy, nothing's wrong. And so I gave him, not him. So I gave Claude this. I gave Claude this snapshot of the existing UI, and as you can see, this proportion, the numbers, that shadow, the UI, everything, that, and that, it's all broken, right? And I thought it will just magically update the code and everything will be all right. I did give it a reference image, but it returned this. So it returned this. I mean, look at that. That's worse. I mean, what the, yeah, that's worse. Well, it did fix the, that's the auto layout of the, this 4 blocks. So, previously it was stacking one by one, and now it's normal, what it should have been look like. But, the proportion, I mean, maybe I have to work on the responsible design of this website, but I thought Claude would have figured it out, but it did not. and that will be another thing to go back to the drawing board. So fortunately, we are not rolling this out next week. I was hoping to, but I had a meeting with the owner, and they have other concerns with their employees using two systems simultaneously, because next week will be a more busy week. So we will postpone the rollout. So when I will finish the basic version of this ERP system, and then start developing the AI native features into the platform, and we'll see what we can do about what features we can build, and it will be quite interesting. So that's a recap on this week. I learned a ton. That is really the purpose of this journey: learning, improving my skills, and contributing to a company, which is a valuable experience that I'm gonna gain. I really appreciated this opportunity. It's gonna be a wild journey. I hope. Well, that's my goal. My intention is to make this work, make this fast as possible, and I'll document everything, and I'll share everything. So please, if you like to know more, comment below. I'll answer questions if I have the ability to answer, and jump on the journey. Come on, subscribe, follow me, and let's see what we can build together. So see you tomorrow.